Alright everyone, I changed my class again, and that time I'm using a martial sage for PvP. I'm gonna explain to you why the martial sage is one of the best class to use in PvP, and then I'm gonna show you the build I'm currently running. This is not the best build, I am new using the martial sage, so be indulgent in the comment below. It's still working pretty well at the moment, but I have so many things to improve on my character, and maybe I'm not using all the best stuff, because in comparison with my Plum Monarch class, I used way more things. I tried so much things with my Plum Monarch. Here, this is new to me, I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to base my experience on what I had versus the other players using the same class. So guys, it's time to explain to you why the martial sage is one or maybe the best class to use in PvP. First of all, this is the most tanky class you have in the game, and for multiple reasons. First of all, you are gonna have a shield for every 10 seconds, absorbing 8% of max HP for 5 seconds. So thanks to that, you are gonna have some extra tankiness in the game, right? Then you have that. You are gonna restore 8% of max HP every 5 seconds, so one more time, it's gonna help you to survive longer. And these other classes don't have similar things. Then you have some more damage resistance, and this is very important too for PvP. Finally, you have some more defense, which means that one more time you are going to be more tanky than when you are using the other classes. And then you have some extra counter multiplier, but you don't really care about that. With the main skill, you are going to deal some AoE damage and reduce the counter damage resistance of the target by 40% during 8 seconds, and each counter within 8 seconds will deal some extra damage based on the current HP to the target. And so this is pretty good if you want to release some more damage to the target, right? This is the most tanky class we have in the game, and today, in fact, whatever you are doing in PvP, the best defense is the tankiness, because players are gonna struggle to beat you, and if they can't kill you during the 2 minutes, then you are gonna win your defense. So just pump up all your stats, defensive stats, and then if you can survive without any trouble, this is the best thing to do. But there is another class that in my opinion can be way better, and I'm currently working on that. I'm not even sure about the way better though, but I mean more, do you say versatile in English? I mean that you can do more stuff with another class, and this is for me the Sacred Hunter. First of all, with the Sacred Hunter, you can release crazy damage on tanky builds, so it's gonna help you with your offenses, and for your defense, you just need to put everything tanky on your character. The goal, one more time, is gonna be to survive, but you are gonna have less survivability than with the Martial Sage. But if you can survive your defenses and kill everyone with your offenses, then you are gonna have a better rank in PvP. But the Martial Sage can be a very, very major class for the parking wars, because let's be honest, if you go here, if you defend a spot, then players are gonna struggle a lot to beat your class. And so they won't steal your spot. And if you keep your spot, you are gonna accumulate more points here, and your ranking is gonna be better. So this is why, in my opinion, for the defense, the Martial Sage is the best class to have. And for the offense, the Archer, but then it's depending on different things. So before going deeper in the build, first of all, I want to breed my Avians, because I'm currently trying to have a Firefly with the right affixes for my Archer. I mean, no speeding multiple shots from combo rage bonus. For the players who want to know the efficiency of Michelle with an Archer class, you can check my previous video, by the way. It's not very efficient. In my opinion, this one is still the best one to take, because for 5 seconds and every 16 seconds, you are going to reduce the damage resistance of the target by 15%, which is huge, especially today with the tanky meta we have in PvP. So in my opinion, this is still the best one to take if your goal is to deal some damage in PvP, and I'm still working on that. So let's see if I am lucky. And by the way, yesterday I was able to get one with pretty good affixes. This is my first with 3 legendary affixes. Look at that. Multiple shots, no speeding. This is great. Shroom combo, this is great too. Unfortunately, this is not the right one. It's not a Firefly. It's useless for my class. And I got another one, a global counter. Nothing to see with the other affixes. So this is pretty sad, but this is the game. So let's check the others. Try to have legendaries, and apparently no, it doesn't want to work. So let's breed my Avians. Maybe with only these 2 eggs I can have the Firefly with the affixes I want. This is so freaking hard to get the Avian with the right affixes. And look at that, not even one legendary affix, what I was saying. So here I can just select everything and salvage everything. This is terrible, the time it's taking. I hope that in the future they are going to improve that content, because let's be honest, even when you are buying the monthly card for the breedings, you have an extra slot, but it's taking 8 hours instead of 12, of course, but 8 hours to breed one avian and to have only a small percentage of chance to obtain the perfect avian you want. And you have so many things that you would try today. This is very, very annoying. And by the way, I tried the Meteor Feather. Here it was only a level 10, so normally if I reach the level 100 with the avian, it should reach 0.2% of max HP for every combos. I don't feel like it's gonna be great. It wasn't great for my class. Maybe if I am running a tanky build with a lot of regen, it's gonna help me to survive a bit longer during the fight. But outside of that, Meteor Feather is not a good one. So, enough talk, let's go in PvP, let's do some tests, and after that I'm gonna show you my build. Okay, so let's challenge in here. There is Walnut. What is that attack? This is so huge. He had just a bit more power than me, and he can reach that amount of attack? No, I feel like he really changed his class. To have that amount of attack, you need to equip full attack at the prayer statue. So I want to try versus that guy, or you know what, just, yeah, by curiosity, because he's running not a tanky but an offensive build. So let's see how does it perform. Okay, he releases a pretty high amount of damage with the skills. 6,000 attack though. But I can deal some damage too, and for now I'm pretty safe, so probably I'm gonna be able to kill him. So look at that, over time he's taking way more damage, and this is the goal of the class. Release pretty nice damage to kill DPS, because this is the goal of the class. You can still release some damage to kill a very low tanky build, and you need to survive. So there we are, he has the cheat amount, apparently it's not enough, I was able to win. But this is a prophet, right? So let's try versus another guy. Here, Send Noodles, I don't think he can do anything to me, he doesn't have a very high amount of power. And the stats are here, 3,300. You know what, let's just try by curiosity, and then I'm gonna try in the crossover ranked match, try to find stronger players to see the efficiency of the build. By the way, you can see the skills I'm using, the Blade Pierce and the Dragonic Resonance, to deal some damage based on max HP. It helps in many situations because I don't have any counter-strike damage or basic attack damage. I mean, I don't have a lot of damage outside of my skills, and so this is why the goal with that class, if you still want to deal some damage to DPS class, you need to have some damage based on max HP. And so here, no trouble at all. Cheat amount, I can tank that, and this is the goal, it works, so this is great. So now let's go in the crossover ranked match and try to find some very strong players. So here, 134 million power, this is a Plume Monarch, 4,300 million attack and pretty high amount of HP, combo and crit to the maximum. Let's check the other stuff just to be sure. He has 7,300% crit damage. This is pretty low for that amount of power. I'm pretty sure that he can do better than that. If you are trying to get aggressive, just try to balance your crit damage and your combo multiplier. Normally with that amount of power, he should be around 9,000% here, and 43,000 it's okay. 17% counter damage resistance, and damage resistance here 25%, so he's running with the deer. Let's just try that fight. 134 million power. I have 122 with my class. The shield is very good for that build, for your tankiness and survivability. I tried the heal, but the heal has a longer cooldown, and it's not that efficient. In comparison with the shield, you have it more often, and 10% of your max HP, the more the HP you have, the more the damage you will tank. So now 45 seconds passed, so he has more attack, more crit rate, and more attack speed thanks to the warrior talent tree. But even with that, it's not enough. Cheat amount, I'm taking a bit of damage before the end, but he lost the fight. So let's try to find another player. This one killed me yesterday. He has a very offensive build, so let's check that. Plume Monarch, 121 million power, 4,000 million attack, and if I compare the stats that time, he has same amount of crit damage. Oh, I don't know if it is the right build though. I'm gonna try that, we are gonna see. It seems to be pretty low here, but yesterday I lost when I try to beat him. So let's see if there is a difference. Maybe he changed something, I don't know. Okay, for now he's not doing any damage at all to me. But probably over time, he's gonna start having more damage. Oh, this is pretty sad. Yesterday, he had a better build. I don't know what he's doing right now. He was using the cheat amounts, so here yesterday I took a lot of damage and he beat me because of that. I'm gonna show that to you. I'm pretty sure that I still have that in the records. So as you can see, on most of the monarchs in front, I was able to get a win. And for the defenses, it's pretty efficient too. So look at that. This is the fight of yesterday. And let's see what happened. Okay, I had a different build though. I didn't have the shield, and so thanks to the shield I can tank more damage. But look at that, I'm taking more than on the previous test. But then I decided to take the shield and it was better. I lost the fight, it was close, but he killed me with the cheat amount attack. Almost done. I lost way too much HP, and with the cheat amount I got destroyed at the end. So this is what happened. So let's try to find another player here. This is a tanky build, Martial Sage. So yeah, you know what? Let's just check that. When you are using a tanky build, you don't want to attack other tanky builds. This is not the goal. You want to attack only DPS, so you are going to get some points and the other players will struggle to attack you. And so, in fact, this is how you get some more rankings here. This is the goal of the class. So let's try versus another tanky build. Let's just see how it goes. And you will see that I'm going to struggle to deal some damage to him, and same in the other way. Okay, so as you can see, 2 minutes later, nobody took any damage at all, so the fight will end, and I'm gonna lose because I wasn't able to kill him. So this is why you want to avoid attacking other tanky builds with this one, otherwise you are just gonna lose your points. So now I'm gonna try to find another player with a high power, another monarch, that would be great. Come on, what is the best one I can find? Here, maybe, let's check the stats. Oh, no, this is not high enough. I don't know if I can find one in that category here. This one has a pretty high efficient build, 4,500 million attack, and if I check, I'm pretty sure that he has more stats than the previous ones. Yeah, above 9,000 crit damage and 42,000 combo multiplier, so normally here, it should be great. So let's check the fight. I know that I was able to beat him yesterday, but I wasn't using the shield, so maybe that time it's gonna be even safer. Let's check that. For now, it's okay. I can tank the damage. I'm starting to take some, but maybe I'm gonna start to heal over time. Michelle, I feel like it's a pretty good Avian because over time I can stun him thanks to her and deal some more damage based on current HP. So the more the HP I have, the better. And so I can tank. I have less attacks to tank thanks to Michelle and the stuns. So maybe it's a good one, but the other one, the B, dealing some damage based on max HP is pretty good, but for now I don't have the right affixes on that, so I'm still working on that. I was able to win without any trouble. Now let me show you the build. So with the gear, you want to have a counter regen everywhere, on every single piece of gear, and this is what I have everywhere. So now you have a lot of regeneration rate, and this is the goal. If you want to increase by a lot the regeneration, here, check that, 8.11%. If I go here, these are my souls. I have most of my points into the HP one, and if I reset this one, it's giving some HP regen bonus, and after the reset, I have only half the amount of regeneration. So this is the best source of regeneration you can have in the game, so try to max out that soul first. But this is not the only way to acquire some. You have something more very important in the talents. On the Fury, you have that talents. You need to put 20 on 20 to get some more regeneration. It's written healing, but in fact it's regeneration. This is healing. When it's written healing amount and healing rate, okay? So this one, you need to max it out. You need to take this one at the top on your Fury to have some more regeneration. And finally on the Tame Beast tree, you have this one as well to give you some more regeneration. Max these nodes and then you are gonna have way more. And finally you have that part to use to increase even more your HP regen. For example, let me remove that and you will see the difference. Now I have only 6.88% instead of 8% and a bit more. So this is what you need to do. It's written on the pal, by the way, that it's increasing by 40%, but the more you have at the base, the more the increase the panda is gonna give you. So this is the goal. And then something more very important, you have the crit resistance. You need to increase that by a lot because the goal is to resist the crit damage coming from the archer class, and this is the best way. So increase that by a lot, and you have also other ways to get some through the class awakening. You need to get a high amount in here, and through the talents as well, you have some. This one 20 on 20 is giving plus 200%, and you have another one on the sorcery. I maxed it out as well, 200% here. And you can also increase your crit resistance here through the ancients. You have that set giving you some extra crit resistance, and on that rune number 6 you can have a crit resistance as main stat. So this is the important part. And then the other thing is to max out your damage resistance. And for that, on the substat in the ancients, you have the combo damage resistance. If you can have some more in here, it can help you a lot. And on the souls, you can have some more as well. If you check the preview here with the immortals only, if I check here, you can have combo damage resistance between 1.5 to 5% more. So you have one combo damage resistance FX on the combo soul, on the crit resistance soul, and finally on the HP and the defense ones. Then other important things, you want to put some points in the basic attacks, so you will deal more damage based on max HP. There is a maximum cap, so it doesn't matter to increase that amount too high, but you need to have a bit of basic attack if you want to deal some more damage. Maybe I could put some more points in global attack to deal some more damage. I don't know, it's a work in progress build, I'm still learning, so if you have the information, if you know more things about that, let me know in a comment below. That would be very, very cool, I would appreciate that. And here, some in defense, so the damage based on max HP to your character are gonna get reduced. So then if I go back on the class awakening scrolls here, try to max out your HP first. This is very important for your tankiness. The more the HP you have, the higher the regeneration you are going to have, the bigger the shield you are going to have on your character, and the more the damage you are going to inflict based on your current HP. So very important to max out your HP first. Then a crit resistance here, a bit in defense, and the goal is just to survive as long as you can, so this is good in my opinion. One more time, if you feel like something could be better than that, let me know in a comment below. As I said, I'm still learning the class. For the skills, I'm using the Dragonic Resonance and the Blade Pierce to deal some damage based on max HP. This is the main source of damage I have versus the DPS classes. Blitz Assault, of course, to stay alive. This one, 100 slashes to increase your attack. The more the HP you have, the more the attack increase you are going to have, and you have some more crit resistance, so you are going to survive longer. And the shield is one of the best for your survivability. Then for the pals, the deer to have some more damage resistance. Then you want to have the panda to have some more regeneration rate. I'm using the Hydro Sprite, one of the best, of course, to cycle your skills more often. And this one, the dog, so you can have some more heals every time you're doing a counter. And finally, you might think, why the hell am I using the snail pal? But in fact, it's pretty easy to understand because I'm using that back accessory. The Frostland Spectre. So the more I reduce the movement speed of the target, the more the effect it's gonna give to me, in fact. And it's reducing the energy regen of the target, the regeneration, the attack speed, and the pal attack speed during 3 seconds at the beginning. But when you start reducing the movement speed of the target, you are going to increase that to 5 seconds. And it helps a lot, even on the DPS class, to stay alive longer. I feel like it's really efficient. Maybe you have something different working better than that, but in my opinion, it works pretty well too. So this is why I'm using this one. Otherwise, maybe you can try to use this one. I feel like it's another good one because you are going to have some more defense, so tank more damage based on max HP, and you are going to have some more energy regen, and the shield as well every 15 seconds, so maybe it's another good one to use. Let me know what you are using in the comment below. So then, with the relics, you want to use that spore in the middle, of course, because you are going to have some more damage resistance. This is the goal of the build. Then you want to have some more counter here. Then more damage every time you are casting some skills. Here, more damage with the deer. There you want to increase the duration of 100 slashes. This is very important, so you are gonna have more stats more often, more damage resistances thanks to that book. And finally here I'm using this one, so I have more damage with my basic attacks when I have the Blitz Assault active on my character. At the prayer statue now, I could have better than that. I'm lacking 3 triple S plus global HP, and I could have way more HP at the end. I'm gonna work on that next week. I feel like we are gonna have the next statue event, so I'm gonna try to have my full triple S plus global HP build here. So then, more things about the ancients here. You want, of course, on every single branch to max out your combo damage resistance. Otherwise, you might take a lot of damage. And then the first main stat to take is HP. You need to max out this one before upgrading the others. Of course, on the sorcery, you want to take this one to increase your energy skill regen. And on the fury, you want to upgrade this one to have some more basic attack damage. You want to increase your crit damage as well, counter damage, so you can still have a bit more damage even if it's not that efficient. And you want to try this one to increase your attack speed and get some more attack and crit rate over time. And then on the Tame Beast, I decided to go all the way to the left and pick this one. It's not useful at all, but there is a reason. I wanted to have some more regeneration and go at the top here to unlock some more combo damage resistance. And finally, these are the items I am using. That artifact, I figured out that I had way more damage when using the tree here instead of the others. If you don't have the sapling, you can use instead this one. You are going to release some damage based on max HP and lower the defense of the target and deal some damage over time. You are not going to have that much damage over time, but still that's something more to have. And you are going to increase the damage received by the target until the end of the fight. So this is another good one to use. If you don't have these, instead of going more aggressive, you can use maybe a clone here with the Pepe artifact, so you are going to stay alive longer. For the mount, this one is, to me, the best one to use, because first of all, you are going to have some more damage resistance over time during the fight, and you are going to have an extra shield very often, and it helps you to survive a lot. If you don't have this one, you have other solutions. Instead, if you want to have some more survivability, maybe you can use this one to have some more attack and more damage resistance sometimes during the fight. But if you are free to play, maybe you can try to run this one, the Blue Ox, so you're gonna have some more damage resistance, 10% for the entire fight. For the Avian, I'm using Michelle because I don't have any regression potion to apply on them, so I can't get my Yuku fruits back to put them on another Avian. And I still don't have the right Avian to take. Normally everyone is running the B-Pal here, the Honeypot Warrior, because it deals some damage based on max HP every 5 seconds, and this is releasing a pretty high amount of damage, and generally they are using that Avian with the punch counter affix here. Let me show that to you. I feel like we have it here. Yeah, every counter strike is gonna have 50% chance to deal extra damage based on the current HP. So the more the current HP, the higher the damage, and every counter, thanks to that, is going to deal more damage to the target. This is very, very efficient. So I'm still working on that, but for now, I don't have it, so my build is not the most efficient I could have. And then you want to have Regen ability, so you are going to have some more regeneration. Just by curiosity, here it's giving only 10% more, so let's check what I have, 8.11, and if I just switch to this one, let's check if there is a difference. Now I have 8.42, and that Avian is level 1, so I can increase that amount and have even more regeneration. So this is what you need to focus on. And then you want to have as well barrel dodge to increase your crit resistance. And for the number 4, try to have maybe no speeding, it can still help, so you are going to reduce the duration of the shield on the target and stuff like that. For the hero cards now, the main one I'm using is this one, that bird. I don't know if it is that efficient, but it deals some damage based on current AoE basic attack damage, and it can crit every 15 seconds. I don't know if it is very efficient, but the fact is that I wanted to use that blue one because every time I'm releasing the main active skill, so this one, I'm getting a shield absorbing 5% of max HP for 5 seconds. So this is a very good one to use. And finally, that SSR, if you can have it, it's another great one because every time you're going to release the main active skill, you are going to reduce the target's attack by 9% for 5 seconds because it is 2 stars. I was able to get it twice. So this is what I'm running here. So guys, I feel like I covered the entire build. Let me know what you think about that in the comment below. If you think that I can upgrade more stuff, let me know as well. Have a really nice day, take care, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.